Greetings from Kaukauna High School tonight. High school boys basketball is on the air. I am Joey D alongside my broadcast partner Zach Morris here this evening. We've got FVA action as we wind down the boys regular season. Girls postseason next week, but we still got a week to go with boys action. And tonight it is Oshkosh North here in Kaukauna to take on the Galloping Ghosts. And Zach, these two teams earlier this year, they met up. It was a one-point game. Both teams having issues as far as their roster, but here we are down the stretch. And what do you think about tonight?
I mean, a lot of things have changed since their first meeting, so you can't really take that first one, even though it was a very exciting game, 1-point win. So you have to look at that part of it. Maybe it's the way they run their offense, but again, more teams have got more practice time, getting ready for the postseason. It's going to be an interesting way to see how each team will want to try something new for their postseason run.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason, we will know this coming weekend as far as boys basketball. Believe it or not, here we go. Girls begin next week. The boys will know who faces who, and that's going to be this weekend. Tonight, though, a very good one. It is Kaukauna hosting Oshkosh North, and you will hear from both of the head coaches, both Brad Weber and also Mike Schalow from Kaukauna. You'll hear from both of them coming up after our break here. This is high school basketball here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
we put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
We are over 400 team members.
From right here in your community.
Member service experts, tellers,
loan officers, and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
Together, let's make life happen. Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here on the high school basketball pregame show. Tonight we've got Oshkosh North and Kaukauna. Let's start off our coach's corner with the visitors in the scorebook here. It is Brad Weber in his fourth year. And Coach, let's talk about this season so far. It seems like a roller coaster ride, up and down, up and down. How would you describe this season so far?
Yeah, it's been a weird season, obviously, with a pandemic when you didn't know if you were going to even have one, 3-4 weeks before we started. We got a young group, with two sophomores, a freshman out there, and really only Jalen's the one who logged meaningful minutes last year on the varsity level. There's a lot of learning that was going on, and when you look at 11 games that have been a one-possession game with under a minute to go, we've only won 2. So trying to figure that out, and in a conference where, you don't get much time to learn, FVA is a very tough conference.
Let's talk about Jalen for a little bit. What has he meant to this program?
No, I think Jalen is obviously a very gifted offensive talent for us, and with young kids this year trying to find their way against guys that are 3-4 years older than them, he's carried a lot of the scoring load for us, which we've needed.
Let's talk about your last time out, lost to Appleton North. What happened in that one?
Yeah, it's kind of it's been the reoccurring theme of us. We're in there, we have a little bit of a lapse, which, end up giving a little bit too much of a lead, and then you got to be perfect down the stretch, and we're just not a group that's going to be perfect quite yet. But, each close game gives us, new learning, a little bit more comfortable under those situations, and, I think we're pretty close to turning the corner and figuring out how to win those. Final question tonight here in Kaukauna. What are you expecting from the Ghosts? Yeah, Kaukauna is always under Schallow's always been a very talented offensive team. They've got a ton of talent again this year, and they've got a nice mix of size and guard play, and we're going to have to defend well if we want to win. That's North Coach Brad Weber. Back with more of the pregame show coming up right after this.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Back here on the high school basketball pregame show tonight, we've got Kaukauna and Oshkosh North. Let's talk with the home team now. He is in his 26th season here in Kaukauna. Coach, a season going on winning and losing streaks overall. How would you describe it?
Well, I think we're certainly up and down, and I think a lot of it can be contributed to the fact that We don't have as much practice time this year. We didn't have an off season. Our summer was non-existent basically because of COVID, and then we come into the season and the state shrunk 3 weeks off of our season. We had 24 games to jam in, and ultimately we just haven't had as much practice time. So I don't think we've been able to get as good or better at some things that we wanted to during the course of the year. So you rely a lot on trying to make adjustments during the course of a game. I think some of that then just becomes the inconsistency throughout, by not being able to practice enough.
So has it gone like you thought that it would? I mean, overall?
Well, certainly, you want to win every game and you want to play well and play your best at the end of the season. I think the big thing takeaway would be is that from Christmas on, we had a stretch where we won 9 out of 11. And then, we had a loss to Kimberly, and then we had a tough loss the other night against Apple and East. So, we're kind of back into trying to get a bounce-back win here tonight. And certainly, we're healthy now. We weren't healthy earlier in the year. We had a couple guys out because of injuries during that first losing streak we had during December. We had a couple people that were quarantined. So, you have some players missing during that time as well. But we are at full strength right now. We want to finish strong, and hopefully tonight's a great night for us.
Let's talk about one of the guys, Chris Morgan, a leader statistically, only a junior. What's it meant to have him on this team?
Well, he's certainly a big part of who we are and what we do, and a lot of things start with him being a point guard, being a captain and a leader of the team, being a returning starter from last year on a team that had lost 3 senior starters last year. So Chris has been instrumental in terms of who we are and how we've been able to get through some challenging times, some adversity when things weren't going well earlier in the year. And so Chris has certainly been a mainstay with us this year, and we need him to continue to play well and play well here down the stretch for us.
Down the stretch, here we go tonight. Welcome in Oshkosh North. Tight game first time. What do you remember about it?
Well, first of all, we played without Gabe Hammond that game, so we had a starter out. He was on an ankle injury, and so his ankle injury kept him out. We went in a little bit undermanned. Tyson Waldrop had early foul trouble, sat about 13 minutes in the first half, and yet we had ourselves in a pretty good position. So, that game was one in which I guess ultimately the big takeaway is that they hit a shot at the end of the game to win it, and that was a devastating loss for us at the time. But you look back on it, and I think we've grown a lot since that time. We are healthy. Hopefully, we're going to play like we had been playing here during the month of January, and we can kind of finish strong here in the early part of February.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Coach Mike Schalow, and we'll be back with more of the pregame show right after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
And a playing of our national anthem here tonight in Kaukauna, where we've got high school boys basketball for you. Our last video stream game of the basketball season, believe it or not, because, boy, we are heading into the postseason. I am Joey D, alongside our broadcast partner tonight and the camera operator, Zach Morris. And we have Kaukauna taking on Oshkosh North in a rematch from, I know it was a while back, when these two teams faced. It was December 18th, but 74-73. It was very, very exciting. And as a matter of fact, both teams way different from back then. And let's bring back in Zach. And again, Zach, what are you expecting here this evening?
I'm expecting a really tough game, especially for both teams. You know, they're not too far off in the standings where this first matchup was close, and both teams are going to try some things, get prepared for the postseason. And a close game tonight would be so beneficial to both teams to get you ready in that playoff mode.
There you see the Fox Valley Association coming into this evening. Let's go through your starting lineups here this evening. First of all, the visitors on the scoreboard for Oshkosh North. They come in at 7-14 overall, including 5-11 in FVA play. They will go with Caden Lissay, a 6'1" junior. Reed Secker, 5'10" and a junior. Jalen Kiago, you will hear his name called a lot tonight, 6'4" and a senior. Mason Day, 6'2" and a senior. And Stephen Clark, 6'3" and just a freshman under fourth-year head coach Brad Weber. And as always, the visitors will get the basketball first, and that would be the Spartans here from Oshkosh North. Taking on Kaukauna, they will go with Warren Moreau, Carson Sipple, Chris Morgan, their leader, Tyson Waldrop, and Gabe Hammond, who did not play in their first matchup. As the ball gets away in the first turnover of the game, here comes a quick three by Morgan. It's good. Chris Morgan forcing the turnover, and already 3 points on the board.
That's the best start you can have at home. You get the quick turnover, 3-point. Hey, that's what you need.
And so North has it for the second time, and that's good. Jalen Kiago came in averaging 23.5 points a game, has their first two of the ball game, and it's 3-2. And our first foul of the game. My goodness, all kinds of action. I can't even put the score up on the board yet. That's the way this one's going to go, I guess. And that goes on Caden Lissay, his first. And the first on either team here in this second half, as that one is missed. It is 3-2 here in the early going. Third time around here for Oshkosh North. Again, just a 1-point game in their first one, and a defensive foul going to be called. Boy, it looked like Kiago was pushing off with that arm bar. But instead, the foul is going to go on Warren Moreau. That is his first, and the first on Kaukauna here in this first half. Early going, 3-2. Kaukauna coming in at 13-9 overall. Spin move in the paint. That one is off the mark, and Galloping Ghost ripped down the rebound. Here they come. Kaukauna in the white with the orange numerals. North in the black with the green numerals. Brad Weber in his fourth season barking out the plays. There's a long three-pointer by Morgan, and another whistle, and a foul is going to be called. I think on the rebound. And they are going to get Caden Lissay. That is his second already. And we're not even 2 minutes into the contest. That could turn out to be pretty costly here as Caden's got to sit down. Caden came in averaging just over 6 points, about 3 rebounds a game. Long three, it's good. Chris Morgan, his second three-pointer already. Averaging about 21 points a game for Morgan. What a player. And they're up 6-3. North tries to answer. That one's off the mark.
You let that one to go in if you're a Spartan fan just to keep up with this tempo.
Moreau on the drive, kicks it back outside. Can he do it again? No, off the front iron, but there for the rebound putback. And it's just off of the mark. Right place at the right time, just couldn't get it to fall. And the entry pass, there's a reach around foul going to be called on the Ghosts. They get Tyson Waldrop, his first, team's second. So North will have it underneath their own hoop. And it comes way out near the mid-court line there by the big K. Gaining Control of it, using his body. It is no good there for Kiago. Usually makes those. I think I've seen North. I think this is the 4th time I've seen him. Kiago is a beast. But on the inside, Kaukauna scores. Gabe Hammond, his first 2. And guess who out front? Jalen Kiago nails it. He's got all 5 of their points in the early going. And then a turnover.
Well, that was a huge 3-2 for the Spartans to keep up with the Ghosts. I mean, down 8-2. You get a big 3, then a quick turnover. All of a sudden, you're only down by 3, and you can make this down to a 1-point game or maybe even tie it. So that shows you how fast this offense can score.
8-5. Just over 3 minutes into the contest. On a, well, let's just call it a chilly night here outside Northeast Wisconsin. Oh, boy. It is bone-crushing cold coming. Hope that you are ready. Stay wrapped up. That's a block shot by Morgan. He does it both offensively and defensively, and he gets the assist here. The lay-in by Carson Sipple makes it 10-5. They have doubled up Oshkosh North, and a timeout is called here in Kaukauna. It's a 30-second timeout, so it gives us a chance to talk about our sponsors here this evening, which include Fox Communities Credit Union, also Myron Construction and Hain Meat Packing, your local full-service meat market in Kaukauna. Proud sponsor of this broadcast. For all your quality, fresh choice meat cuts, see our friends Hain Meats, 600 County Road KK in Kaukauna, and online to see all of their services. Go to hainmeats.com. Hain Meat Packing, a brand of fine quality. For Hain Meats, there you see their big logo. It's 1959, and they jump on board here this evening. 10-5, Kaukauna has jumped out to the lead. All 5 points for North coming from Jalen Kiago. Spread out a little bit more for Kaukauna. 3 different players scoring. 4 minutes into the contest, and Coach Brad Weber wanting to talk things over in his 4th season. Last year they were 13-11, 9-9 the last 2 years, as a matter of fact, in the Fox Valley Association. Lost last year in the regional final against Kimberly. There's a reverse layup, and it's good. Drawing the foul. Nice move. And that foul is going to go on Waldrop. That's his 2nd. Team foul number 3. It is Cooper Yetis. Yes, he scored that one and got that free throw as well. So the old-fashioned 3-pointer there for Oshkosh North, and here come the Galloping Ghosts. It's a 2-point contest. It is Yetis. So I got the explanation on how to say it. It's either Yetis or Yetis, but it's not spelled that way. It's a spin move, and it won't go for the Ghosts. 3-on-1 breakaway for North, and they got it. Ari Giannopoulos with the score. And we are tied up at 10. Here's Morgan trying to answer, and he does the 3rd time in the first couple of minutes of the game. Chris Morgan has drained a 3-pointer. Trying to update the scoreboard here for you. Multitasking, let's say that. Out front, Kiago misses it. But the rebound, second chance opportunity. That one won't fall either. That was Christo Giannopoulos. Goes fighting, and scoring. John O'Neill with the score. His first 2 coming off of the bench. And a 5-hole run here by Kaukauna. 15-10. Nice move in the paint. That one a little bit too hard off the glass. Those come down with it. A lot of action here in the early going by both teams. As expected. With it, here's Moreau. Kicks it to the corner. Now they'll work it down low. Here's Hammond. Baseline it. Will not go for him, and coming away with it was Yedis. Cooper Yedis for Oshkosh North. They're off the bench guys. He'll fire and got it. Cooper Yedis, he's got 6 straight points. He just had the old-fashioned three-pointer, and now he had the regular three-pointer, and they're back within 2.
Well, it's a tough start for the Spartans, but now their offense is starting to click in.
Turnover on Kaukauna, and a little too hard.
Except that pass.
Yeah, exactly. Morgan, no way. Did he do it again? Yes, he did. Chris Morgan, that is his 4th three-pointer of this first half. Wow. What a start for Chris. That one won't go. Morgan, the 6'2 junior, and this time a foul going to be called on Oshkosh North. How about that? Just get it into Chris's hands, and man, you talk about that a lot in basketball. The hot hand. And the foul goes on Christo Giannopoulos, his first team foul, number 3. So Morgan going to try and score from inside the three-point line, and he doesn't. Yeah, you always hear, as soon as the game starts up, you can always tell who's got the hot hand. You'll hear the bench just yell. Anytime number 4 gets that basketball, hot hand, hot hand, hot hand. So you try and get up in his face, but there's nothing you can do if it keeps hitting him like this. As he made the back end of it, give him 13 points now, 13 of their 19. So it's Morgan 13 and North 13. Drive and a lay, and it's good. Nice move from Yedis. He scores again. Big score off of the bench for Yedis. Brings them back within 4, and they're trying to get even closer. Give and go. Giannopoulos hands it off, and they turn it over. I have unofficially 2 turnovers on both teams. 19-15. Kaukauna trying to answer. Morgan misses the 10-foot jumper. But you're going to give him that every single time. He's got the green light. Yedis, man, he wanted that one, but he didn't take it.
He just did not want to take it. After his second, third look, he's like, let's run the offense.
Exactly. Out front is Kiago. Now he'll drive towards the baseline. Faked one guy and got fouled by the other. This move by Jalen Kiago. That foul goes on Gabe Hammond. His first and team foul number 4. So Kiago goes to the line and makes the first one. He's got 6 points now. Jalen on the season, a 72% free throw shooter. He can do it from all over the place. Came in averaging 23.5 boards, 8.6 rebounds, 3.1 assists off a 30-point effort against Kaukauna their first game. As he makes them both, and he gets a little breather. In for him, Stephen Clark. Back in, the 6'3" freshman, and a timeout is called. We will take one as well. It's 19-17. Back after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Back here in Kaukauna, and the drive, and it's good. Drawing the foul, John O'Neill, his second bucket of the game. And it goes on Yedis, his first. Team foul number 4 on Oshkosh North. And O'Neill's free throw is good. He's got 5 points off of the bench. Puts them back up by 5. Update your scoreboard here. Back in Kaukauna. There's a little jumper, and that goes. Stephen Clark with the bucket. That's his first 2 points. Came in averaging about 11 on the season for the freshman. Reverse layup from Morgan, no. Tapped up and in. Good for O'Neal. He's got 7 points now off of the bench.
Well, Kaukauna's doing a great job scoring with multiple players. Every time the Spartans get close, they continue to extend the lead.
And Clark draws the foul. I think that one probably could have gone either way, but they're going to get Chris Morgan for his first. Team foul number 5. As back in comes Ari Giannopoulos. 5-point lead for Kaukauna, but North controls. Little baseball pass. Giannopoulos grabs it down up by the big K. Pass back to Kiago. He'll stop and pop and hit. He's going to hit that one all day long. Jalen Kiago. He's got 9 points already. Man, what a player. He can do it all over the place. 8 minutes left, first half. 3-point contest, 24-21. First game went down to the wire. It was a 1-point differential. Here's Morgan. Did he do it? No, that would have been his 5th 3-pointer. Off the mark and then falling out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover on Kaukauna. Morrow can't believe it. Still pleading his case, but referee was right there. Our referees tonight, by the way, Mr. Ryan Harrell, Zach Nixis, and Ignatius, and Mark Larson. The guys in the black and white calling and blowing the whistles this evening. Doing a good job so far. Pretty active early on. 7.5 to go. Kiago got it. Jalen Kiago's second 3-pointer, and we are knotted up at 24. That one knocked away. Another turnover on Kaukauna. North a chance to take the lead here. Double team on the low block on the freshman, and they just rip it right out of his hands. Third turnover on North. I got 4 for Kaukauna unofficially. And make it 5. A 2-on-1. Left-hand layup, good. And North takes the lead. On the lay-in by Stephen Clark, and a timeout is called. Mike Schalow wants to talk things over. So we will take a timeout as well. 26-24, North with the lead. Back after this.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
And And I believe for the first time this evening, North has got the lead here, Zach, 26-24. Nice little run by them.
Yeah, every time they get into position to take a lead, something goes wrong, but on a steal, great opportunity, took the lead, and we'll see how long and they'll be able to hold it.
Morgan with the 3 and a push-off. And the one referee says it was a good three-pointer, but he didn't make it. So it's going to be no good for the three-pointer by Morgan. But he's just that good. He gets the referees to say, yeah, he made it anyway. That foul goes on John O'Neill. That is his first. Team foul number 6. So North now in the bonus for the final 6:35 of this first half. Don't see that too often where the referee didn't see it go in, and he called the three-pointer. Now foul again on Kaukauna, so we will head to the free throw line. As that one goes on. Call that one on Dvorak, yep. Cal Dvorak into the game. That's his first, so team foul number 7, and that'll send Kiago at the line, where he is now 3 for 3. That is not who you want to see at the line if you are Kaukauna. Make the first one, biggest lead of the night so far, and he extends it. Got them both. He's 4 for 4 at the line. 14 points in this first half for Jalen Kiago. That 3 ball off the mark, and North comes up with it. Outlet pass. He wasn't expecting it at all on a quick turnover. Nice behind the back pass by Morgan.
Well, every time Kaukauna took away that short deficit for the Spartans, they found a way to get that lead back up. Now this is the first time they've been having to come back at least 2 possessions.
And they call that one a travel. Another turnover, unofficially happened with 5. Just under 6 minutes left to play in this first half. North with the 4-point edge. Nice entry pass to Kiago. Splits the double team. Can't get it to go. Morgan off and running and in there. Easy layup for Chris Morgan. 15 points for him. It's going back and forth between Morgan and Kiago here. 15 for Morgan, 14 for Kiago, and he's trying to add to that. He was hammered by O'Neill, and he will head back to the free throw line. That'll be the second foul on John O'Neill. 8th foul overall. And so Jalen, 4 for 4, looking to add to that at the line in this first half. He will have 2 because was on the shot. First one is no good. His first miss of the evening, and back into the game, Cooper Yedis. Yedis, a 6'1 junior. Had to get the pronunciation right on him from Coach Weber. As Kiago hit the second one, extends their lead 29-26. I haven't updated this one, have I? 29-26, I promise I'll get it right. And we'll have to add 3 more, I do not. Rebound Kaukauna, here comes Morgan, another breakaway, blocked away. Stays in bounds, and getting it is Yedis. Still has it. Wraparound pass underneath. Clark goes up, and he's fouled. I think they're going to get O'Neill. If that's John, that's his 3rd. On O'Neill, the 6'6" freshman. And 19 fouls now. Clark will shoot a pair.
And that was just a great save, especially now you're looking at a situation where you have a point now. The question is, can you get 2 out of that? And that could be the deciding point of this game, where if it does come down to 2. Those extra hustle plays that do pile up at the end.
Second one is good. Knocks them both down. He's got 6 points for Clark, the freshman. A couple of very talented freshmen, one on each team here. Underneath, the foul is called, and Secker can't believe it. But Hammond will head to the line. Reed's first. Only team foul number 5, but because it was on the shot. Gabe will have a pair. This is his first trip to the line. Made the first one. Hammond on the season, a 67% free throw shooter. And he made them both. Give him 4 overall. Came in averaging about 15 points a game. And cuts the lead back down to 3. At 31-28 with 4.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. On the drive, Secker will head to the line. He is fouled by Morgan. That is his second. And team foul number 10, so either way it would have been 2. But Reed makes the first one. That is Secker's first point of the game.
The Spartans know right now they're in double bonus, and there's still over 4 minutes to go in this first half. Just keep attacking because they'll try to stop you and just send your way to the line.
And you made them both, so it's a 5-point advantage. Secker, really good free throw shooter coming in at 86%. And with 4.5 minutes left to play in this first half. Kaukauna down by 5, but they do control the basketball. Lob down low, it's good. Gabe Hammond using his size there. He's got 6 points. Pulls them back within 3. This inside-out movement. Long three-pointer. He took it this time, and he hit it. Cooper Yetis, his second three-pointer of the game. Trying to answer. At the other end was Sipple, and he didn't get it to go. High-paced action again. Swinging around at Kiago. And a second chance opportunity. Yetis out front to Giannopoulos. Cristo, that is. And back over to Clark for 3. Stephen Clark's first three-pointer of the game. He's got 9 overall for the freshman. And the biggest lead of the game is 9 for Oshkosh North. You can hear their bench up and clapping. Hammond misses, and it goes, ooh, I thought that one might have went off of O'Neal, but they say it stays Ghost ball. And a timeout is called, a full timeout, so we will take one as well. It's a 9-point advantage, 3:07 remaining here in the first half. Back after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
And I'll bring it back here to Kaukauna. With 2:45 remaining. Home team down by 9, trying to cut into that lead, and they do. Warren Moreau with his first 2 of the game. Breaks a little run there by Oshkosh North. That's exactly what Kaukauna was looking for coming out of that timeout, Zach.
Well, that's the perfect timeout you need because obviously the offense was struggling. You come up with a strict scripted play, and the question is, well, how will they respond the next 2 possessions without having that timeout break?
Come up with the turnover. That one is no good, though. They can't come through on that. Right at the 2-minute warning of this first half. Kiago, that 3 won't go, and Morgan has it for Kaukauna. Let's see if they can do something here in the final 2 minutes.
You would like to see the Spartans at least drive a little bit, knowing that you have the double bonus.
I was thinking the same thing. Morgan with a nice pump fake. Into the paint, and it is good. Gabe Hammond. He's got 8 points, 4 straight now for Kaukauna. That 3 won't go, and Kiago's fouled. He will head back to the free throw line with 1 minute, 28 seconds left to play in this first half. That goes on Gabe Hammond, his second. And so Kiago makes the first one. He is now 6 out of 7 at the free throw line in this first half. And make it 7 out of 8 as soon as I say that. Really good free throw shooter. Puts the lead back up to 7, 41-34. Minute 20 left to play in this first half. It was owned by Kaukauna early on, but North, for the last, I'd say, about 5 minutes of play, has owned the lead. Looking. Brandon Mudler into the game for Kaukauna. Entry pass, down low it goes. Little pump fake and some contact. And Hammond will have 2 more. Foul goes on Mason Day, his first. That is 6 team fouls now with 55.2 seconds left.
Halftime score in Neenah. Kimberly leads Neenah 42-35.
Nice. Hammond makes the front end. And he'll have another one. Gave you his numbers earlier. 67% free throw shooter. And he made them both here. Brings them back within 5. Hammond having a heck of a first half. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 10 points for him. He's in double figures. Came in averaging about 15 on the game. Missed that first game against Oshkosh North with an ankle injury. Showing up here this evening, though, in this first half. Had a 22-point effort against East the other night. 10 here in the first for him. 30 seconds and counting. See if they just run the clock down. Looks like that's what they're looking to do here for the Spartans. Pardon our minor little technical difficulty there with our, usually we've got a camera on the clock so you can tell, but I'll keep you updated. We got 15 seconds left and counting. Kiago starts the drive and he puts it in. That's what he does best right there. Jalen Kiago on the attack. And with 5 seconds left, Morgan's going to look to shoot at the free throw line, and he got it. That is how half number 1 comes to an end, and you wouldn't have it any other way. Both teams leading scorers scoring right at the end of the first half. And it ends up, get this correct here, 38 for Kaukauna. Let's see here, 43 for Oshkosh North. I couldn't even put it up quick enough here. There we go. 43-38. First half thoughts there, Zach Morris.
Well, what a great execution both by the Spartans and Ghost. The fact that you have the Spartans, they had 55 seconds on the clock. chose to take every single second, most they can, and when the ball did go in for the basket, it continued to bounce and bounce and waiting for the inbounder to grab it. So more seconds were draining, but a great job just hustling down the court for Kaukauna and getting that big basket, because when you're only down by 5, you're feeling more confident than you would have been down by 7.
And so we hit halftime here. Our game tonight being sponsored in part by Hain Meats, your local full-service meat market in Kaukauna. They are a proud sponsor of this broadcast. For all of your quality, fresh, choice meat cuts, see our friends at Hain Meats, 600 County Road KK in Kaukauna. Also online to see all of their services, go to hainmeats.com. You see how to spell it right there on your screen. Hain Meat Packing, a brand of fine quality since 1959. And also our other sponsors as well, which you will hear from here, Myron Construction and Fox Communities Credit Union. We are at the half here in Kaukauna. Oshkosh North leading the Galloping Ghosts by a score of 43-38. We'll take a little time out. You hear from our sponsors, and then we will come back with halftime scoring and, of course, second half action here on a Friday night FVA boys basketball action, a 5-point game here at the half.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Back here, it is halftime on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week here on this Friday night. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris, camera operator, and my color guy here this evening. You see the score here at the half, 43-38. It was mostly Kaukauna for about the first half of the first half, but the North, they really haven't looked back in a while. 43-38 is the score. Again, first half thoughts here, Zach. What do you think?
Well, it's just a great job by the Spartans, just not giving up after nothing's progressing in the first half. You're trying to get that lead, tie the game, just constantly fighting back 5, 6, 7-point deficits. And Kaukauna just did a great job because how do you stop a team that's trying to keep up with you? Just keep making that big key shot. Keeps the bench quiet, too, on the North Spartans. But the problem is, eventually the shots stopped going in for Kaukauna, and a great time for the Spartans. And I think it's because they played more aggressively, too. I mean, they got into the double bonus, about 5 minutes left to go, and they also got a couple key three-point shots to give them that lead.
Perfect way to put it. They were a lot more aggressive in the second half of that first half. Both teams with 2 players in double figures, as you might expect if you know either one of these teams. Their leading scorers leading the way. Jalen Kiago came in averaging almost 24 points a game, 9 boards, 3 assists. He's got 19 here in this first half. In their first game, he had 30 points overall. He's coming off of a 24-point effort against Appleton North. Well on his way there here tonight with 19. Also, 11 points for Cooper Yeatis. That is well over his average for the season, but he had a couple of big-time three-pointers in that first half. Also, 9 points for Stephen Clark, 2 points each for Caden Lassay. He got in a little foul trouble early on. And also, Reed Secker, he had 2 also. For Kaukauna, led by Chris Morgan, the junior, 21-point average. He's got 17, including he knocked down his first 4 3-pointers from beyond the arc. Did miss a couple later on, but he's got 17 to lead the way. 10 points for Gabe Hammond. 7 points for John O'Neill coming off of the bench. 2 points each for Warren Moreau and Carson Sipple. So that's how you get the score here. 43-38. Earlier this season, they played to a 1-point game, and Oshkosh North came out on top, 74-73. Last year, they split the series. North won 96-67, and then Kaukauna won 84-73. Before that, the year before, guess what? They split also. With Kaukauna and Oshkosh North. The year before that, they split also. So that's the way that it's been for about the last 5 years. They split. So if that keeps going, then Kaukauna, if they can come back and win this one, they will split again the season series.
Well, you also have to remember when one of these teams have been one of the top in the conference,
oh yeah,
the other one's with them.
Absolutely. It was not too long ago. Both of these teams, what a year it was for them. In 2017-2018, they were both in Madison. North won the D1 title over Brookfield East, which, by the way, their only loss that year, they were 27-1. Their only loss was to, guess who? Kaukauna that year in 17-18. And a quick 3, and we start the second half the same way we started the first half. Chris Morgan with a 3, his 5th one of the game. He's got 20 overall. Wow. Just coming out shooting right away.
Well, if you're going to take that quick shot, you have to let your best scorer shoot, and he will help you get back into this game. And right away, I mean, that's how big that 2-pointer was right before the half because, okay, now you're down by 4, now you're down by 2, and you feel you're right there.
And Morgan's got the rebound. Here comes Kaukauna. Down low, the reverse layup in there. And we are tied after the layup by Hammond. 5-0 run to start. Just like that, and we're not even a minute in yet to the second half. Give Hammond a dozen now on the game. Now we got our clock working again, so that's good. That one goes off of the hands of a North player. So a quick turnover by North. I had each team with 5 in the first half. That's the first one here in the second. So quite a run here to start the second half for Kaukauna.
Well, no reason to fret if you're a North fan because you have plenty of time. They've had issues early on in that first half before things started getting rolling. That halftime break can really mess up a flow.
What a move by Carson Sipple. And it's a 7-0 run to start the second half, and all of a sudden, they're in the lead. How about that? Down to underneath, Kiago. Bumped and one. Jalen Kiago back to the free throw line for the senior as he was pushed by Moreau. His second and the first by either team here in the second half. And Kiago, who was 7 out of 8 in that first half, makes the first one here. Give him 23 points now to lead the way for Oshkosh North. But here come the galloping ghosts. Hammond, jump stop, lane, got it. Gabe Hammond. He's got 14 now in the game, and it's a 1-point game again. With North with the lead, 47-46. Just over 2 minutes into the second half, I should say, and Clark gets it to go. Stephen Clark, freshman using his size, and draws a foul. Goes on Sipple, that's his first. Second foul on Kaukauna here in the first couple of minutes. And so Stephen Clark, he will get the and one, just like Kiago did earlier. And he made it. So he's in double figures with 12. And the lead is 2, 49-47. And another foul is called. Boy, the referees are using that whistle a lot here to start the second half. Goes on Mason Day, his second. First on Oshkosh North. And so it will be Gabe Hammond, who was 4 for 4 in the first half, giving him 5 for 5 on the night. He's already got 15 points. We just started the second half. Trying to tie it, and he does. We are knotted up at 49. What a game we got going on here. Gives 16 points now to Gabe Hammond. That one knocked away. The left hand won't go. Sipple wants that one back, I could tell.
Spartans were bailed out there.
Long three, and that is good. Reed Secker. His first three-pointer of the night. He's got 5 overall. And gives him back the lead. Oh, nice pump fake by Morgan, and he knocked it down. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. Chris Morgan, his 6th three-pointer tonight. Ties it back up at 52. Wow. Trying to answer. Won't go. Kaukauna a chance to take the lead. What a game.
So close for the Spartans. I mean, you're talking about another 3-point lead, and these 3-pointers falling for both teams. Heartbreak.
Here's Hammond. Gets the one-on-one he wants. Spin moves in and got it. Gabe Hammond will shoot another free throw after being fouled by Lassay. That is his third and the second team foul. And so Lassay got in trouble early on in that first half, and we got a timeout that is called. And a chance for us to tell you about our nice sponsors here after I update the scoreboard for you. It is 54-52. Kaukauna with the lead. And jumping on board for this particular broadcast, Hain Meat Packing. Hain Meat Packing, local full-service meat market in Kaukauna. All your quality, fresh, choice meat cuts. See our friends at Hain Meat. It is 600 County KK in Kaukauna. Online, you can see all their services. Go to hainmeats.com. Hain Meat Packing, a brand of fine quality since 1959. Talk about quality. What a game we got going on here. 54-52. Kaukauna at the 2-point edge, and we still got a lot of basketball to be played, including this free throw by Hammond, and he made it. Another old-fashioned three. He is having a heck of a game. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points in this half. He had 10 in the first. He's got 19 points overall for Gabe. Extends the lead to 3. And a lay-in is good by Secker. Can't even put them up on the board, and they are scoring. Back down to a 1-point game. As Secker scores, he's got 5 in this half, 7 overall. For Reed, son of a very popular, very good basketball player in the SEC. That one bounces around, and Kiago comes up with it, trying to go coast to coast, and no-look pass in the corner. Good ball movement before being knocked away. Second turnover on North in this second half. What a pass! Down low, but Moreau could not get a handle on it. Now he does the no-look pass, and it's good. Tyson Waldrop, his first 2 points, and the lead is back up to 3 until right there.
The C's just opened up for him there.
Clark, his 5th point of this half. And again, they're scoring faster than I can put it up, so I apologize that. I'm trying to watch the action and get it put up there. It's 57-56 until right here. Nope, he missed it. Long 3, and that's good by guess who? Chris Morgan, are you kidding me? 7th 3-pointer of the game, and we still got 12:43 remaining. It's a 4-point advantage for Kaukauna. We'll take a quick break and come back right after this.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
We put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
we are over 400 team members.
From right here in your community.
Member service experts, tellers,
Loan officers and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
together, let's make life happen. Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here in Kaukauna, the action keeps on flying right at you. 12 and a half to go. I'll go ahead and say it for the first time in regulation. It's raining threes here tonight. And a turnover. Here comes Secker for North, and he has that one knocked away. No, he was fouled. Oh, goodness. Morgan can't believe it. Coach Schalow can't believe it. And that is going to go on him. On Chris Morgan, his 3rd. And the 3rd team foul as well. Now Coach Brad Weber wants a explanation on what's going on here. As more substitutions come in and out. You can see his hands flying up in the air. Not sure what he is arguing about, but something with the scoreboard maybe? I don't know. Shows 12-21 here in regulation. His team does have the 4-point advantage. Nice spin move into the paint, and a foul is called. Edis drawing it. Coach Schalow now with his hands over his head. If that is on Morgan, that is number 4.
Which he has been the catalyst of this team.
Oh, boy. He has to sit down. That is number... Well, they only have... They gave that one on 3? Or they do that on 4? I got Morgan with 4. At any rate, here comes Kiago trying to score quickly, and Kaukauna grabs a rebound. So Morgan sits down with those 7 3-pointers. He's got 26 points in the game. That's exactly what he had against North in their first contest, as a matter of fact. Driving baseline, that won't go. Hammond uses his body and is fouled. So Gabe will head back to the free throw line. He's getting a little, I don't know the word, I guess could be chippy.
So the question's going to be, who's going to take that next step here for the Galloping Ghost at this point? Because you need to have someone to match the scoring of the Spartans, and now that your leading scorer will be out for probably the next few minutes, you need to have someone that continues to put up shots.
And it's probably this guy right here, Gabe Hammond. He's having a heck of a game. The last foul, by the way, on Mason Day, his third. And the third on North here in the second half as that ball's knocked away. Coming away. Oh, I thought he was going to jam it. Waldrop decides just to lay it in, his second bucket of the game. And all of a sudden the lead is 8 for Kaukauna at 64-56. We will take a timeout and come back right after this.
"100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are."
Well, Zach, not too long ago, this was more of a game. Kaukauna really starting to pull away here, up by 8. I believe their largest lead of the game. North trying to regroup. Coach Brad Weber calling that timeout. And these two teams have split the last couple of years. And that three is good. Goes for Mason Day, his first 3 points of the night, and breaks the run, brings it back within 5. And 64-59. Just never know what that, the three-point line tonight, I tell you what. Some games you'll see a whole bunch of three-pointers as Hammond misses that one. Tapped around and North comes up with it. Sometimes you'll see hardly any three-pointers taken. Nice try by the freshman Clark, and it won't go for him though.
And that's a big rebound for Kaukauna because you do not have your leading scorer out on the court. This is a great way just to, hey, they can't score, we can just maintain.
That's what they're doing here. Still a lot of basketball to be played. That three won't go. It stays a 5-point advantage here for Kaukauna. Might have been a little bit too quick of a shot there for the Ghosts. At any rate, come the Spartans. Knocked away temporarily. Coming back up with it is Yetis. Now he'll kick it out. And another three-pointer by Stephen Clark. His second three of the night. And all of a sudden it's only a 2-point game. It's that three-pointer again there, Zach. It's just all over the place
Well,
tonight.
the Spartans have been pretty solid on second chance opportunities. Had a wide open three there.
Hammond, little pump fake. It rolls in for Gabe. What a game he's having. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 12, 13 in this half. He's got 23 on the game. Came in averaging about 15 points and 9 boards. He is all over it here tonight, and he commits a foul right there as I'm talking about him. That'll be 3 on Hammond. So you got 4 on Morgan, 3 on Hammond. 5 in this second half on Kaukauna. And checking back in, Caden Lassay. He's been in foul trouble since the very get-go. Comes back in with those 3 fouls. 9.5 to go. It is 66-62. Kiago using the body. That's his 5th point of this half. He's got 24 on the game. High scoring for both teams as far as their individual scoring goes. Basketball, Brandon Mutler into the game. He'll dump it down low, and Gabe can't get that one to fall. Chance for Oshkosh North to tie or take the lead. They'll go for the tie, and Secker missed it. Instead, here comes Hammond, picks up his dribble. He'll set up the offense. Back to Hammond, nice pump fake. He'll drive in, trying to draw the foul. He does. No, it's going to be called. A held ball. Coach Schalow cannot believe that. You can see him pleading his case, but the alternating possession, North is going to get the basketball back. That was close, but we're way up here in the rafters. And the guys in black and white are right there. Getting our referees tonight, Ryan Harold, Zach Nicius, and Mark Larson. Doing a pretty good job, I think, overall so far. Too much to complain about. Entry pass goes out of bounds. Off of Kiago, turnover North. Not what you like to see there is we're getting down to it now. Under 9 minutes left to play in a 2-point contest. You
would love to see the pass to the post a little bit quicker. He had his players sealed off and just way too long to make the pass.
Speaking of the low post, that one bounces around. Who to go off of? Player looks like probably Lassay for North. It'll stay. Galloping Ghost basketball here in Kaukauna. What a game we had. Being a 1-point contest when they met back in December. This one's got all the making of that. Yeah, remember, Hammond didn't even play in that one, and in this one he's got 23 points. Talk about a difference maker. He's got it now, the lob pass. He gets the assist. Waldrop, his 6 points. Ups the lead to 4 now, 68-64, and they answer right away. Stephen Clark, freshman with the bucket. Again, I can't even put it up on the scoreboard here for you to see, and they're scoring. It is 68-66. Kaukauna with a 2-point lead, trying to add to that. Underneath, Waldrop will head to the line.
Well, right now it's been mission accomplished for the Ghosts. The fact that your leading scorer exits with foul trouble and you're still maintaining a lead. Now it's shrunk from 5 to 2, but a chance to extend that.
Waldrop will have a pair, and he makes the first one. Give him 7 points, all 7 coming here in the second half. Waldrop on the season, a 61% free throw shooter coming in their first 22 games. For the Galloping Ghost coming in at 13 and 9 overall. He makes them both. So he's got 8. Averages 12.1 coming in. And make it 70-66 now. Kaukauna with the 4-point lead. Getting down to it here as we approach the 7-minute mark. You see the clock there in your lower right-hand corner. Kiago almost threw it away. Secker rips it down. Now he'll drive. One-handed lay-in. Pretty move by Reed Secker. And they're back within 2.
That layup was just about as impressive as that catch was.
Yeah.
Just to keep it away from being a turnover.
Did everything with one hand, too.
Extending it far as he can.
Long 3, rims in and out, no good for Mudler. And so again, chance to tie or take the lead here from North. How many times have I said that the last couple of times down? See if they can take advantage here. Kiago will tie it up. Jalen Kiago, the nice move. He's got 7 in this half, 26 on the game, and we are knotted up at 70.
And a great job just fighting off the crowd and found an easy lane after once he got through the traffic.
As the North bench gets up. Hammond, the spin move, thought he got a lot of contact. I did too, no call. Give Gabe a pair, and they take it away. And lay it in. And a tie game goes to a 4-point lead all of a sudden as Sipple will lay it in. 74-70. Kaukauna takes the lead on 4 really quick points. That's just how fast this thing can go here, Zach.
Well, it was very impressive by Kaukauna. I mean, they're trying their hardest without their leading score, continuing to run their offense, but getting a couple breaks like that last turnover. And for the Spartans, you wonder when they're going to flip the switch because you know they're going to have another aggressive run at it. The question is, at what point will it happen? Are they waiting for their score to return and maybe try to get them out of the game with fouls? I think you're going to see another blast of energy from the Spartans. The question will be, can the Ghosts handle it?
Thanks to our sponsors again, Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and Hain Meat Packing. Glad to bring it to you. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris. Here in Kaukauna, their first game, it was 74-73, the final score. We are going to well top that here, as it is now 74-70. Kaukauna with a 4-point advantage, and all within a matter of seconds there. See if North can answer. Kiago with it. Swing it to the corner. A little more patience this time around. It's probably the slowest we've seen either offense all night. Kiago. This is the jumper. And Waldrop has it for the Galloping Ghosts. Looking for win number 14 on the season. And the foul is called. They're going to get Mason Day, his 4th. Team foul number 5. So still no bonus shots just yet. Got a feeling we're heading that way, though. Might come down to it. It might come down to the threes just like that, too. And it goes off of the hands of Hammond. Turnover on Kaukauna. Not too many turnovers on either team in this second half. Unofficially, I got 3 from North and 2 for Kaukauna as Lasay comes back in. With 5:20 remaining. Long way from being over there, only a 4-point game. Love it. This is exactly what I expected. I don't know about you, Zach. This is exactly what I expected tonight.
Well, game 1 of this matchup showed you this is what should happen.
Yep. We wind down the season. Here is Lasay, and he will head to the line as he was hacked. See who they call this one on. Goes on Waldrop, his 3rd, and team foul number 6. So North being the bonus arrest of the game because this was on the shot. Lasay will have a pair. That's his first point of this half. He's got 3 overall on the season. Caden, a 60% free throw shooter. Looking to add to that, and he does.
This is where the Spartans want to be. I mean, you want to be within a 1-possession game, and they fought hard and never give up in the system. Just continue to try, and that's what happened in the first half, and they went on that surge.
Back within a bucket under 5 minutes up to play. Here come Galloping Ghosts. Swing it to the corner. The 3 ball is no good, but we're going to have 3 free throws for Cal Dvorak. As Secker reached in. That is his 2nd and team foul number 6, but I believe he was shooting 3, wasn't he? That'll be Dvorak making the first one. Should have 2 more, I believe. Let's get Dvorak's numbers on the season. 53% free throw shooter. Hasn't shot too many. He makes the first 2 here. These are big-time free throws now. Down the stretch we come. And he made them all. How about that? Don't see it too often, but all 3 free throws after a foul on the 3-pointer. Those are big, too. Up by 5 now, 77-72, 4.5 to go. See if the Spartans have an answer. Here's Secker. Oh, it was trying for the no-look pass in, and Kiago wasn't expecting it, but it went off of Mudler, so it will stay. Oshkosh North basketball. With just over 4 minutes left to play here in regulation. I'll go ahead and say it again. What a game. 5 points. Here they come, and a foul is called. Ari Giannopoulos will shoot some free throws.
It was a great play for an inbounds, and just a little bit slow there, and had to draw the foul because he had to commit the foul just to stop an easy layup.
And so Ari Giannopoulos scores his first point. I got a feeling it's coming down to the free throws, my friend.
Well, this is the time now where Kaukauna will go back to their leading scorer in Morgan.
And Ari made them both. His first 2 points of the game. Came in a 75% free throw shooter, and they're back within 3. 77-74. Comes Kaukauna. Hammond double teamed. Little shovel pass. Will not fall for Waldrop. Here come the Spartans. Nice bounce pass in transition. Laissez lays it in. They're within 1. 77-76. Here's Hammond. Jump stop in the lane, puts it in. What a move by Gabe Hammond. He's having an outstanding basketball game and puts him back up by 3.
Well, that was huge by Hammond. It's the fact that he was able to match those quick points by the Spartans.
Back up by 3. 3.5 to go. This one's going down to the wire, just like their first meeting. Here's Laissez again, trying to make something happen. And came up just short. Back into the game. Chris Morgan, those 7 3-pointers. He'll hand it off. Sipple lays it in. His 8th point, and the lead is back up to 5 at 81-76. A timeout is called. This is a full timeout, so we'll take one as well. Back to Kaukauna after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Here we go, down the stretch they come, as they like to say in the horse races. 81-76, Kaukauna with a 5-point advantage, just over 3 minutes left to play. I think both teams have plenty of timeouts, so we may be seeing those used here in the waning moments. Final 3 minutes of regulation. Came down to a 1-point game their first time around. Back on December 18th, 74-73. We've already topped that. Secker with the long 3, got it. It's exactly what you like to see if you are a North fan. Back within 2.
It's going to be a key situation here for Kaukauna. I mean, you felt all momentum on your side, but quick momentum breaker baskets by the Spartans.
And a timeout is called by Mike Schalow, and he will take a full timeout as well as they update everything here. 81-79, 2:32 remaining. For Secker, his second 3-pointer. He's got 10 points in this half. A dozen on the game, came in averaging 8.6 and 2.6 rebounds for Reed Secker. I will tell you once again about our friends at Hain Meats. Hain Meat Packing, a proud sponsor of this broadcast. For all your quality, fresh choice meat cuts, see our friends at Hain Meats. It's 600 County Road KK in Kaukauna. Or head online, stay online here, I should say, and see all of their services. Go to hainmeats.com. Hain Meat Packing, a brand of fine quality since 1959, as the buzzer sounds. And like I said, we'll probably see quite a few timeouts here in the final couple of minutes. A 2-point game. What are they saying in the huddle here, Zach?
Well, if you're the Spartans, just play more aggressive. I mean, just keep driving. You're fine. You have the foul troubles for Kaukauna. And if you can happen to draw a foul, get a foul on Morgan, you're doing a great job because that keeps one of their scorers from it hurting you later in this game. The question is, who's going to stick with their offense or go right to the 3-point shots? Because you want to be the hero with the 3-pointer in these situations, but sticking with the offense will pay off in the long run.
last 11 meetings, North has won 6, Kaukauna has won 5. They've split the season series each of the last 3 seasons. Looking to do it again here if Kaukauna can hold on. It would be a split again of the regular season series. Spartans come in looking for win number 8. And Kaukauna looking for win number 14 as a foul is called. And so Sipple will head to the line. As that one goes on Day, that is his 5th. So Mason Day has to take a seat. That is 17 fouls. Both teams are in the bonus here. And they get a little extra time for Mason Day, who fouls out with 3 points. He had a 3-pointer earlier in this half, averaging 6 on the season, so just shy of that. And so they'll have to sub in for him. Final 2 minutes and 10 seconds of this one. 81-79, what a game. And so it will be Carson Sipple. This is his first free throw of the evening. And the place gets quiet. Misses the first one. They are allowing some fans in, 2 per player. You have to be family members. Things will change come the postseason as far as that goes, as Sipple makes the second one. He's got 9 points now in the game. And a quick foul is called, I believe, on Sipple.
Well, that's a foul that you're so far away from the hoop is the last case scenario you want. Send him right to the free throw line for the bonus.
Sipple's second, team foul number 8, so just the 1-and-1. And the lefty puts it in. That is Stephen Clark. He is now 4 for 4 at the line this evening. Very talented freshman here for Oshkosh North. Second one is good.
Well, that's how you can win the game off the free throw line. They got 2 points there compared to Kaukana's 1.
14 points in this half, 23 in the game. Stephen Clark doubling his season average and then some. That's 82-81. 1-point game with a minute 45 and counting. Down low, blocked away. What a block by Jalen Kiago. He says, get that out of here. It'll stay with Kaukauna. Stepping it up defensively for the Spartans. With 99 seconds left to play here in regulation. You can hear the bench from Oshkosh North. Down just to our right. They're really starting to get into it. It was a 1-point game last time. Guess what we have right now, partner? We got a 1-point game, and a timeout is called by Coach Mike Schalow. We will keep things here and take a look again at the Fox Valley Association. Nina on top at 19-1. Is Nina and Kimberly tonight? Did you have any kind of updates on
Well, the last update was 4 minutes left in the second half. Kimberly leading Nina 73-62.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that would change things a lot to top the Fox Valley Association. You see these two teams, Kaukauna at 9-7, and Oshkosh North at 5-11. What a game we got going on here. 82-81. What a way to end the regular season. It just, man. Now, North still does have a couple of games left to play. North will play Nina next Thursday, and then DeForest, and then at Sheboygan North to round out their season. Only one game left for Kaukauna as they host Fond du Lac coming up next Thursday. But this one, I just got a feeling this is a long way from being over. With a minute 25 left to play. The song playing is Photograph. We're going to take a photograph of this one. Man, it's been a good one. What do they say? Second verse, same as the first as far as the game goes. 1-point game, just like the first one back in December. Very, very equal teams on a basketball court. Remember, that game was played without Gabe Hammond, who's up in the 20s here tonight. And he just had the basketball, but he gave it up. Exactly 1 minute left to play. They're up by 1, so they can waste as much time as they want. When do you foul if you're Oshkosh North? You got to think about doing it soon, or Kaukauna just going to run the clock out, and there is the foul. It'll go on Clark.
Well, that's a tough decision. Why foul when you still have 48 seconds left? Because you're the one only down by 1. You want to see if you can make a turnover. Can you find a way to make them make a mistake?
See, I know we've talked about this before on the air. I have a different philosophy. If you know you're going to foul, if you know you have to foul, why not foul right away? That's the way I kind of look at it, but I see your side.
Well,
you want to try and get the turnover first, but if you're not getting it, they just wasted at least 15 seconds. Oh, he missed the free throw. Clark comes down with it. Will he go coast to coast? Secker in the corner. Missed it. Rebound and a tie-up is called with 37.8 seconds left. It will go back to Kaukauna on the alternating possession. Oh, boy. Secker's not going to have too much better of a look than that. He usually will knock those down, but he missed it. And so with 37.8 left.
Well, the way I would defend this if I was the Spartans, you're going to spend all 10 seconds on this press.
Oh, absolutely. And now I say you foul. They were trying to, didn't get the call. And they finally do at Giannopoulos. Already gets called for his second. And it's team foul number 9, so just the 1-and-1 here. It will be Mudler to step to the line. His first free throw attempt here this evening. Let's see here on the season. He's an 81% free throw shooter. Hasn't shot too many, but he's made most of them. As Lassay checks back in. Even if he makes both of these, it's still a one-possession game. Keep that in mind. He makes the first one. For Mudler, his first point of the game, as a matter of fact.
Well, this free throw is important because they can protect you on a three-point basket.
Second one is good. Rolled around, but it went in for Mudler. Very important free throw. Makes it a three-point game at 84-81. Under 30 seconds left to play. Do you go for the quick two, or do you try and shoot it from downtown? Shoot it from downtown, it is. And he missed it, and a rebound, Kaukauna. And the hard foul with 11.3 seconds left. Here comes the biggest free throw of the game so far. Goes on Jalen Kiago, his first. I got him with 10 team. They only have 9 up on the board, because that would make a difference here as well. Maybe I marked down one too many. I'll go with what's on the board with 9.
Well, that was still an excellent shot attempt. I mean, he wide open for as.
And he missed the free throw. Under 10 seconds left to play. North, still a chance. In the corner, a three is blocked away. Get out of here, says Gabe Hammond on Giannopoulos. This place is going crazy. Oh, what a block. Oh, Zach, that was amazing. With 1.4 seconds left, what could be a game-saving block for Gabe Hammond. Wow. Oh, my. I wish we had instant replay, my friend. Do you have it over there on that camera? Can you rewind that one for us?
Well, what you saw there is if they can hold on this 1 second, that could be the saving block for this game. And just showing his great athleticism just to go up and just knock that ball away. And I don't think the shooter was expecting that at all. This could not believe what happened right in front of him. Now the question will be, Joey, now can the Spartans get a quick play? Which, yes, they're on their side of the court. You got time for a quick dribble. And the question is, do you try to do a screen on the inbounds play?
Remember that guy who just made that play? He did not play because of an ankle injury in their first meeting back in December. A game that ended up being a 1-point Oshkosh North victory. He has not just that block, he's got 27 points this evening. What a game for Gabe Hammond. We'll see what they drew up. Coach Brad Weber in his 4th season.
Do they try to?
And another timeout is called, and now Coach Weber says, hey, we already had the ball. I'm with him. Once you have the basketball. So Coach Schalow wanted to see what they had drawn up. That's heads up by Coach Schalow, but I thought once you get handed the ball.
Well, one referee is going to say that he heard timeout like a millisecond before the other ref put the ball in the North player's hands.
Oh, man. Phew. Again, I really expected this. Just a way that these two teams have played over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons even. And again, what a season 17-18 was for both of these teams. They won state titles. Kaukauna in Division II, Oshkosh North in Division I. And again, their only loss that season was to
Joey,
Kaukauna.
why not do a quick foul here?
Here we go. Looking, got to get it in. Timeout is called. Oh, my. Coach Schalow jumping up and down. I'm with him on this. How is that not a 5-second call? That was very generous of the guys in black and white not to call it on a 5-second call. But, again, both teams getting a chance to see what they're going to set up here, both for Oshkosh North. And then defensively, if you're North, you wanted to see what Kaukauna was going to do defensively. Jumping up and down and getting the timeout called.
Well, here's the situation for Kaukauna. I would just leave the basket wide open. I mean, there's no point. There's no reason of covering down low. You just need to protect the 3-point line. And if someone does get by, but you got to make sure you do a foul, he has the ball and not in a shooting motion.
1.4 seconds. I will just let this play happen. Here we go. Knocked away, the turnover with 0.1 on the clock, and that is going to do it. Oh, boy, you hate to see the game in like that, but they had a chance there to draw up what they wanted.
Well, just
back-to-back timeouts.
Well, it was a great job by Kaukauna. I mean, they just had that suffocating defense where he could not see anyone open.
And appropriately, it is Hammond at the line. He's got 28 points, a chance to make it 29. That one seals the deal here. That will do it. Your final score here this evening. Kaukauna wins at 86-81. What a finish, Zach. That was very, very entertaining.
Well, it was a great job, and Coach Schalow, an excellent job of trying to maintain not having Morgan as leading scorer out for a majority of that second half due to foul trouble, but great job by the rest of his teammates to continue to find a way to score. Every time the Spartans were closing in on that lead, they continue to find a way to increase it to 5, to 6, to 7. They were doing what the Spartans were doing the first half, where they just could not – the Spartans took that big lead early on, and they kind of rode that to the halftime break, but we never got to see that same energy, that same oomph from the Spartans in the second half, where they did make a lot more three-pointers, and that was a big key to their runs. They just could not have a great opportunity in the final seconds to make an attempt to get a shot to go into overtime. And they, before that whole sequence with the timeouts with 1.1 seconds left, they had a wide open three, and that was a great opportunity where someone was left wide open, just could not fall in.
At the half, it was 43-38, a 5-point game. At the end of the game, guess what? A 5-point game. 86-81 is what it ends up, led by Gabe Hammond. Again, didn't get a chance to play in their first matchup back in December. He ends up with 29 points, if I had his points correct. And a lot of them coming at the free throw line. It's very appropriate that the game would end on a free throw by him, because he was 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 11 at the line. And as far as Kaukauna in that second half, they only missed one free throw. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15 out of 16 in the second half for Kaukauna at the free throw line. I think I said it with like 10 minutes left to go. It might come down, and indeed it did. to the free throws at the very end there. So Kaukauna wins it 86-81. Up next for them, you see some of their past schedule, but up next for Kaukauna, they will, let me find it for you. They have one game left. They will be at home against Fond du Lac. So Kaukauna moves to 14-9 overall, 10-7 in conference play with the victory here this evening. As for Oshkosh North, well, they have a couple of games left. There you see they're past. They have more games left, if I can find there it is. They will be hosting Neenah next Thursday, then Saturday hosting DeForest, and then at Sheboygan North to close things out Friday. This says March 19th. I'm not sure if that is correct. Anyway, that's who they have upcoming next for Oshkosh North. Boy, what a ball game here this evening as they split the season series. Last year, it was North winning the first game, Kaukauna winning the second. Year before that, Kaukauna won the first, North won the second. Year before that, Kaukauna, then Oshkosh North. So for the fourth straight year, so the seniors on both of these squads, they split the season series. Final score here this evening, 86-81. And that is going to do it for our broadcasts on our video stream. Is that correct?
Yeah, as of now, we do not have a scheduled game, so.
No. So check out thescorewi.com as far as our postseason goes for both girls and boys basketball on WHBY and on the Score as well. Be sure to head out and thank our sponsors, Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and Hain Meatpacking. Former broadcast partner, Zach Morris, I am Joey D, bidding you farewell from Kaukauna High School, where the home team wins it here tonight. Their 14th victory of the season, 86-81. They beat Oshkosh North. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.